When migrating your Dialogflow project over to Actions Builder, you will notice that there's no longer the concept of context in Actions Builder. Instead, context management is now done through scenes, a new concept introduced in Actions Builder. In today's AOG Pro Tips, we'll learn what a scene is and when to use scenes when migrating your project over to Actions Builder. You can think of a scene as a sub-dialogue of your conversation. The main purpose of a scene is to organize your conversation into logical components that execute tasks, collect data from the user, and return prompts. There are 4 use cases for scenes. First, when there is a sub-dialogue within your conversation, you create a scene. For example, a storytelling action might have 2 sub-dialogues. One dialogue's context is a story that happens at school. Another is at home. You create a school scene and a home scene for 2 different contexts. Second is when slot filling is required. You will need to create a new scene to capture the input, or what we call slot, from the user. For example, if you're requiring a user to respond with their favorite color, the scene will keep prompting the user until the slot is fulfilled or it runs out of reprompts. So it's important to create a new scene whose sole purpose is to fulfill the slot capturing requirements. The third use case is when you need to exclude an intent from matching in the current scene. For example, if you find a sub-dialogue that has 2 yes or confirmation intents, let's say the storytelling action. In a school scene, the user can say yes for staying within the story or asking for a new story. You will need to create 2 scenes so that there is only 1 yes intent per scene. The final use case for scenes is when you need to create an execution loop. For example, in a storytelling action, a user can ask for a new story again and again in the same dialogue. You need to create a scene which executes the tell story webhook in the loop until the transition to another scene happens. Learn more about Dialogflow project migration to Actions Builder on our documentation. For more pro tips like this, be sure to check out the rest of our videos and share your thoughts with us on Twitter using the hashtag AOG Pro Tips. Thanks for watching.